The film begins and we see a television interview playing. A doctor is being interviewed and she explains that they have discovered a cure for cancer. The interviewer asks how many people have been treated so far. She calmly explains that 10,000 people have been treated. Then he asks how many of them were cured, and she says all 10,000. This means the cure works perfectly. Right after this, the screen shows 3 years later. Now we see the city of Manhattan in New York, but everything has completely changed. The entire city looks empty and abandoned. There is not a single person anywhere. Many cars are left standing on the roads, covered in dust, as if time has stopped. At that moment, we see a red car speeding through the empty streets. The car is being driven by a man named Robert. Inside the car, his dog Sam is also with him. Now we understand that Robert is hunting. He is chasing a deer because he needs food to survive. We see that Robert looks tense and alert while hunting. A little later, the deer comes right in front of him and he prepares to shoot. But suddenly, a lion appears out of nowhere and attacks the deer. The lion kills it instantly. Now Robert wants to take the deer for himself. He has a gun, so he could easily scare the lion away. But at that moment, his watch alarm starts ringing. When he looks up, he realizes that the sun is about to rise. He immediately understands that he must leave quickly, without wasting time. Robert rushes back home with Sam. After reaching home, Robert and Sam eat their food. As evening approaches, Robert carefully seals the entire house. He closes all doors and windows and turns off the lights. We see Robert sitting with Sam, trying to stay calm. At that moment, he starts remembering the past. We see Robert reaches his home and quickly gathers his wife and child. He tells them that they must leave immediately and go to the airport. His wife becomes worried and asks if the virus is spreading through the air. Robert is unsure, but says it might be possible. At the airport, chaos is everywhere. The entire city is trying to escape. Only people who are not infected are being allowed to leave. First, Robert's child is tested. Then his wife is tested. And the result shows that she is infected. He orders a high-ranking officer to test her once more. This time, the result shows that she is not infected. After that, both his wife and child are allowed to proceed. A little later, a helicopter is arranged for them because of Robert's high status. Now comes a very emotional moment. Robert sends his wife and child onto the helicopter while he stays behind. But suddenly, something terrible happens. Another helicopter nearby is attacked by infected people and crashes directly into the helicopter carrying Robert's family. Now we see Robert suddenly waking up from his sleep. After getting up, he exercises to keep himself strong and focused. A little later, he goes down into his basement, which he has turned into a lab. He's trying to create a vaccine or medicine that can heal the infected people. He has captured many rats, and all of them are infected with the virus. He checks the rats, on which he had already used the medicine, but nothing has changed. At that moment, something unexpected happens. One of the infected subjects suddenly becomes calm. Its behavior changes, and its movements become normal. Seeing this, Robert feels a sense of hope. He believes that he may have finally found a working cure. A little later, Robert goes outside and continues something he does every single day. He turns on a radio and sends a message across all channels. We see Robert at a large dock where a big ship is stationed. On that ship, there are many fighter planes. He stands on top of one of the planes and practices shooting, aiming at a wall. At that moment, Sam suddenly becomes alert. He quickly picks up his gun and looks through its scope. In the distance, he sees a deer. Now, Robert and Sam begin chasing the deer. While chasing it, Sam runs into a dark building. Without hesitation, Robert follows Sam inside the building, holding his gun. Inside, everything is dark and silent. A little later, he finds Sam hiding in fear. At that moment, something moves behind Robert. As he turns around, he sees a Dark Seeker right there. Before it can attack, Robert quickly shoots it. He starts running out of the building. Behind them, many Dark Seekers begin chasing them. Robert crashes through a glass surface and falls into sunlight. As soon as the Dark Seeker comes into contact with sunlight, it dies instantly. Now Robert understands something important. There are many Dark Seekers inside that building, and he needs to capture one alive for his experiments. So he makes a plan. He sets a trap near that area. Before doing this, he leaves Sam safely inside the car. He makes sure that Sam does not follow him. Robert believes he is safe because he regularly takes a medicine that protects him from infection. After some time, the trap works. One of the Dark Seekers gets caught. At that same moment, another Dark Seeker screams loudly in anger. Now, Robert quickly takes the trapped Dark Seeker and brings it back to his lab. There, he prepares to test his medicine on it. As he examines the creature, he notices a butterfly tattoo on its body. He also sees that its breathing is very fast and unstable. He injects the medicine into the Dark Seeker. After some time, its breathing starts to slow down, its condition seems to improve, and its heartbeat begins to return to normal. For a moment, Robert feels hopeful again, but suddenly everything changes. The creature becomes aggressive once more. Its condition worsens, and the medicine fails again. All of Robert's hopes are shattered. Robert explains through his research that he is still safe from the infection that spreads through air and touch. However, animals like dogs can get infected through bites. He also realizes something important. The medicine that protects him from infection does not cure those who are already infected. Now the next day begins. Robert goes outside again as part of his routine, but something feels different. Inside a showroom, there are many mannequins placed as usual. However, one mannequin is now standing outside in a different position. We understand that Robert often talks to these mannequins to deal with his loneliness. He has been completely alone in the city for more than 1,000 days. Because of this long isolation, his mental state has started to weaken. When he sees the mannequin out of place, he becomes irritated and confused. He cannot understand how it moved. He gets angry and starts shouting at it. He pulls out his gun and shoots the mannequin. Now Robert walks closer to it. Suddenly, his leg gets caught and he is lifted into the air. He starts losing consciousness. As evening comes closer, the rope holding him starts to loosen. Suddenly, he falls down to the ground. Even though he's badly injured, he somehow manages to stand up and move toward his car. At that moment, barking sounds echo around him. From the darkness ahead, a mutant appears. This is the same one that had earlier shown unusual behavior. The mutant releases its dogs, and they attack Robert and Sam. A fight begins. Robert manages to kill the dogs, but before dying, they bite Sam. Now Sam becomes infected. Robert quickly takes Sam back home and tries to treat him. He gives him medicine and hopes it will work, but nothing changes. The infection spreads. At that moment, Robert understands the painful truth. Sam cannot be saved. He holds Sam in his arms as the dog suffers. To end his pain, Robert slowly strangles him. This becomes one of the most emotional moments. Sam was not just a pet, he had been Robert's only companion. In this empty world, they spent every day together. Now Robert is completely alone. A little later, the next day comes. But now Robert is not the same. We see him going out again, but this time at night. He's no longer careful. He deliberately goes after the Dark Seekers. He drives his car aggressively and starts killing them. He crashes into many of them and attacks without thinking, but soon he gets surrounded and trapped. At that moment, the same powerful mutant appears again, moves forward to kill Robert. But suddenly, a bright light appears. Robert is badly injured and almost unconscious. Now he hears a human voice. Someone asks him where he lives. With great difficulty, Robert tells his address. After that, he loses consciousness. When he wakes up, it is morning. He finds himself inside his own house. As he slowly gets up, he sees a woman and a child nearby. They explain that they heard his daily radio message. The woman introduces herself as Anna. She explains that all her companions were killed by the Dark Seekers. Only she and the child survived. They were traveling toward a safe colony. Robert suddenly gets very angry. He says that everyone is dead and there is no one left. After saying this, he calms himself and walks away. A little later, he returns. Anna again tries to convince him. She tells him that they should leave together, but Robert refuses. He says that this disease started here, and he will end it here no matter what. He still believes that he can find a cure. Now Robert goes down to his lab. Anna follows him and asks if he truly believes the cure will work. Robert explains that he has lowered the mutant's body temperature by applying ice, hoping it will improve the effect of the vaccine. Anna again insists that they should go to the survivors' colony, but Robert refuses to believe her. When he asks how she's so sure, she says that God told her. Hearing this, Robert becomes frustrated. He says there is no God and no such place. He explains that most of humanity is gone. At that moment, he hears a strange sound. Something is moving outside. He quickly asks Anna what time she arrived the previous evening. She says it was just before sunrise. Robert realizes something important. The Dark Seekers must have followed her, and now they have found his house. He immediately activates the explosives. Large explosions go off outside. Many Dark Seekers are killed, but still a large number of them manage to break into the house. At that moment, he notices something important. The female mutant he had been testing is showing signs of recovery, but before he can do anything, more Dark Seekers arrive. Now he starts shouting loudly. He tells them that he can help them and that he has found a cure. At that moment, the leader of the Dark Seekers comes forward. It starts hitting the glass hard. Slowly, cracks begin to appear on the surface. Then something strange happens. The leader draws a butterfly shape on the glass. Robert notices this and remembers something. The female mutant he was treating also had a butterfly tattoo on her neck. Without wasting time, he takes blood from the female mutant who is recovering. He quickly takes Anna and the child to a safe chamber. He gives them the blood sample and tells them that this is the cure. Now Robert looks at a photo of his wife and daughter. Then he takes out a bomb and prepares himself. He detonates the bomb, killing himself, along with all the Dark Seekers. After this, we see Anna reaching the place she was talking about. She arrives at a safe colony in the mountains. It turns out that the colony is real. She gives them the cure that Robert had discovered. Now we understand that Robert gave his life to save humanity. That is why he becomes a legend. And with this, the story comes to an end.